The young soccer players trapped deep in a cave in Thailand have written to their families urging them not to worry. It's small comfort to those watching from the outside as the rescue operation is delayed again in increasingly treacherous conditions. The ABC's Ann Barker reports from outside the cave complex in Chiang Rai.
Since the beginning of this emergency, water has been the enemy. And the monsoon is edging closer, potentially bringing enough rain to fill the cave and make a rescue mission impossible. But now there's a new challenge, not enough fresh air. Divers have had to deliver air cylinders to the chamber where the boys and their coach are sheltering.
If the oxygen level drops below 13%, it can be life-threatening for the kids, so we need to find other options right away.
And it's not just this part of the cave. In the main staging area closer to the entrance, there's been so much activity that oxygen is falling and carbon dioxide rising. Rescue coordinators are trying to reduce the number of people working in the parts of the cave where air quality is at risk.
Every volunteer cave diver reaches their limit at Chamber 3. They cannot go further than that.
The falling oxygen levels have added even greater urgency to this operation, but preparing the boys to swim and dive their way out is taking time, and for now that lack of readiness is a bigger risk than the rain.
Because the boy is not suitable, they cannot dive at this time.
The Thai Navy SEALs released copies of letters the boys have written to their parents. All send love and reassurance to their families. Don't be worried, I'm happy being here inside. The Navy SEALs have taken good care of us. The air is a little cold, but don't worry, although don't forget to set up my birthday party. If we get out, Mum and Dad, please take me out for some pork pan barbecue. And from the coach who led them into the cave, I promise I'll care for the kids as best as possible. I want to say thanks for all the support, and I want to apologise to the parents. Above the cave, rescue teams have been searching for other ways to get in. They've found crevices and wells, and they've also drilled as deep as 400 metres into the rock. But even without the thick jungle hampering their efforts, it's still a technical challenge. They haven't been able to get close to the trapped boys from the top of the cave, so diving out remains the preferred option. The forbidding nature of this cave means every escape route is tricky. The boys and their coach are in a chamber at least 600 metres below the surface. Getting them out will mean a 4-kilometre journey through a dangerous labyrinth. The most challenging section requires a dive in completely flooded areas from Pattaya Beach to a chamber where a rescue centre has been set up. From there, it's hoped they can walk out of the cave. The death of a former Navy SEAL yesterday has underlined the danger. Colleagues paid tribute to Saman Gunan as his body left Chiang Rai. A week ago, he'd flown in using his holiday to return to his old job. Every minute now is precious. Draining is continuing to reduce the amount of diving the boys could face, trying to widen small gaps to allow them to get through with unfamiliar diving gear, and hopefully ending the mission without further loss of life.
And Ann Barker joins us now from Chiang Rai. And with the dangers building by the hour, is there any time frame for this attempted rescue?
No, Jeremy. They said last night that the boys in the cave were not ready to take a chance with the scuba gear, and that's why they were taking another day. Now, that could change also if there were monsoonal rains and depending how heavy those rains were. But we've actually had no rain at all here today, and if that continues to be the case tomorrow and they can control the oxygen levels inside the cave, there's a good chance, I think, that they might take yet another day just to give the boys that extra time to familiarise themselves with the scuba equipment.
Ann Barker, thank you.